Hi, I just wanted to hop on for a minute and share one simple sentence, a simple phrase that I feel can help you create more connection in your relationships, whether it be a relationship with a spouse, with a child, with a parent, with a coworker, with a sibling, whatever relationship you have. I feel like this can help break down walls of disconnection and really just allow our minds to become curious and become open. Okay, so are you ready? Valentine's Day is just around the corner. It's the month of love. So let's all try to put some more love into the world. There is enough disconnection and contention on the news and everywhere you look, so wouldn't it be great if we could all just add some more love to the world? Let's try it first with this one simple sentence, okay? It is just like me. Do you think that could be powerful? Let's find out. Okay, so this would be super helpful to use in a situation. Let's say maybe you have a spouse that leaves clothes on the floor. That sometimes happens in marriages, right? And so if that happened, our brains might be tempted to think thoughts like, ugh, this is so annoying. Don't they know there's a laundry basket? They always do this. Thoughts along that line, which would then create feelings of frustration, disconnection, blame, things like that. Doesn't exactly set the stage for a loving and connected marriage or relationship in that moment. So what if instead we thought, oh, they left laundry on the floor, just like me. Do you sometimes leave laundry on the floor? I know sometimes I do. And even if maybe you don't do that, you can still look for other ways, like they left something out and didn't put it away right away, just like me. Do you sometimes leave things out or not put them right where they go? I know I do. So it's really powerful to be able to disconnect that blame, that, finger pointing, they're doing it wrong, and then to bring it back and remind ourselves, oh, I do that same thing sometimes. Not with any judgment, not with any self-criticism, just with a little bit of amusement, a little bit of curiosity. It makes it so much, more light and able to laugh at it. So another example might be, say your child really wanted something. Maybe they wanted a treat or something and they asked for it and you say no. And then they kind of stomp off and get upset and frustrated. And we might be tempted to think, oh, they're always like this. I'm the parent. They should just listen. They shouldn't have an attitude, which is going to, again, create that disconnection. But instead, if we had a thought like, they're upset that they didn't get something they wanted, just like me. I know I get upset when I don't get what I want. I think most of us probably do. Just always bringing it back around to how do I do the same thing? Sometimes we have to be creative as we look for ways that we are similar in different areas. Yes. All right, sorry, I paused that for a second. My Alexa started talking to me in the background. Anyways, upward and onward. So you can also use this sentence, just like me, even if there's something else going on in your relationship. Maybe you don't like the way your spouse handles their stress. Maybe when they're frustrated, they get on their phone. They want that dopamine hit from, playing games, from looking at TikTok, social media, whatever it is. Maybe they disconnect and they want time alone. Maybe they turn to food or substance to get a dopamine hit to make them feel better. Anything like that. You can still use it there. Oh, they don't like feeling negative emotions, just like me. I like to try and feel better by doing what? Fill in the blank. Because remember, just like me. So like for me, how I used to deal with stress, especially before I found coaching, was shopping. I loved that dopamine hit. I'm not super into sweets. I don't, do a ton of that kind of stuff. Salty, that's my jam. So, salty snacks and shopping. Those were my go-to dopamine hits. So, maybe my spouse deals with his stress in a certain way, and then just like me, I still have my own ways of dealing with stress. I believe as you start asking yourself this question, how is this just like me? How do I do the same things that I'm getting maybe upset at whoever, the relationship is in your life? How do I do the things just like them? It like unlocks this part of our brain. We have this like selective attention. Well, I guess bias confirmation is more what it is. Like our brain filters out so much. There's so much information around all the time that our brain can't possibly interpret it all. So it has to filter things out so we're not like totally overwhelmed. And it filters out things that it doesn't see as relevant. When we have a belief, when we have a thought, our brain looks for more evidence of how that thought is true. So when we have a thought of like, oh, my spouse always does this, they do it wrong, my kids are always whatever way, our brain filters out evidence to the contrary and just lets us see evidence that supports whatever that thought is. So as you introduce this new thought, how is it just like me? How are they being just like me? How am I being the same way as them sometimes? Then it like opens that door, that window in the brain to where it can start seeing examples and confirmation for that thought. This can help build connection. It can help knock down the walls of disconnection, of blame, of, just those kind of feelings that we don't necessarily want in our relationships. So yeah, that's what I have for you. How are they just like me? How am I just like them? Because we're all human. We all have human brains. We all, struggle with similar things. None of us are perfect. So I know for me, as I've been using this in my life, I have been very amused at how much I am just like the other people in my life and how I do the similar things that they do. So have fun with it. It can lighten things up. It's not meant to be serious. It's not an opportunity for you to judge yourself or to judge them more. It's just to bring a little lightness, bring a little laughter, and create some more connection, especially as we go into the month of love. So, all right, that's what I have for you. I hope you all have a fabulous day. Bye.